Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. Today in this video we will explain about three topics, that is
Pulmonic, Glottatic, and then
Velaric imitation in phonetic phonology. So before we begin about our explanations, let us introduce our member groups. The first is,
my name is Rini Pakaya, and my friend,
my name is Andi Tendri Jelly. So let's begin for the explanations. So the first topic that we will explain is pulmonic imitations. In phonetic phonology, pulmonic imitation refers to the mechanism of airflow that originates from the lungs and is used to produce speech sounds. The majority of human speech sounds are produced through this mechanism, specifically known as pulmonic aggressive sounds, where air is pushed out from the lungs through the vocal tracts. Pulmonic aggressive sounds are the most common type of airflow used in speech production. Most consonants and vowels in various languages around the world are pronounced this way. In contrast, there are other imitation mechanisms, such as Glottatic and Velaric. For example, quick sounds found in some African languages use Velaric imitation, which involves air being moved by tongue rather than the lungs. However, when discussing pulmonic imitations, the focus is on sound that use air from the lungs, which consists the majority of sounds in everyday languages. The flow of pulmonic imitation is the production of speech sounds can be described through several key stages. So you can look at here. How the mechanism of pulmonic imitation. But the first is how it comes from lungs. Like as you can see, the air for the sound is come from the lungs. After that is going to the trachea, go to the hair, and going to the trachea, they continue going to the larynx, ears, and the ends. The sounds of the air that is produced come out from the nose or the mouth, like this. So the first is the air of the sounds from the lungs here. After that, going to the trachea here, and they continue to going to this part that's called larynx, and after that they come out from the nose or from the mouth that produce the sounds that sometimes we are using. So that's all from my presentations. That's all for my explanations about pulmonic imitation in phonetic phonology, and the second explanation about Glottatic explanations that will be explained by my friends Rini Pakaya. So Rini, time it's yours.
okay, I will discuss about Glottatic. This refers to the imitation of airflow to make a speech sound in the upper vocal tracts with the use of the glottalic or vocal cords. The glottalic airstream mechanism is the movement of the carrying air by the action of the glottalics. Here an apparent movement of the glottalics that is closed will circularly pass air out of the mouth. This is opposed to a downward movement of the glottis that is closed, which will ultimately result in the suction of air into the mouth. To produce a speech sound in the glottis that is aggressive, a squinch must be followed. First, one must lower the glottis and close it. This is commonly referred to as the glottal stop. And then one must raise it. This both the contracts an amount of the pressure in the upper trachea and oral cavity. Ejective is the name given to aggressive the are glottalic by nature. To produce a speech sound imitate in the glottic that is aggressive, there is similar sequence that must be followed. The first one must raise the glottis and then close it. This is followed by the lowering of the glottis and in such a way that there is the precision of the section in the oral cavity and the upper trachea. Impulses is the name given to aggressive that are glottalic by nature. Okay. The first back of tongue come up to form filler closer in here, and close of the glottis in here, and then close the glottis is right, and keep going, and this body of air in the pairing is compressed, and then continue, and this back of is lowered, releasing compressed pairing in air. The sound produced in this glottal closure is relation. Okay, that's all for my explanation. The topic about glottalic. The topic about Velaric will be explained in my friends. There is Andi Tendri Jelly. Okay, and here I will explain about Velaric's initiations. So, first initiation. This refers to the initiations of alpha to make a split sounds in the oral cavity and does not necessarily require the generation of alpha from the lungs. As an alternative, there is suction to create distinct air pressure. Here, the sound is produced by closure of two articulation points. In other words, the Velaric extreme mechanism refers to the movement of the air in the mouth by tongue to produce different speed sounds. To produce a speed sound that is a lingual impressive, one must first close the vocal tract at 2 points, for example, at the back of the tongue and simultaneously. Okay, I will repeat. To produce a speed sound that is a lingual impressive, one must first close the vocal tract at 2 points, for example, at the back of the tongue and simultaneously at the front of the tongue or at the lips. This may be referred to as a coronal or bilabial stop. This may be either voiceless, or nasalized. To produce a speed sound that is a lingual impressive, one must take an attempt to reverse the process of producing a lingual impressive. Thus, one must close of the vocal cavity with the front of the back of the tongue, while the middle of the tongue and cheeks is partly moved
upward to increase the oral pressure. The only known use of the lingual increase as of now is the bilabial nasal increasive click. In Damia, clicks are made with the velaric extremes, and it refers to a stop that is produced as a result of an extreme that is increasive in nature. So, the mechanism will be explained by my friends Rini Pakaya. So, Rini, time it's yours.
Okay, I will continue the explanation about Velarics. This mechanism about Velaric initiation. The first is back of tongue presses to front filler. That is in here. Back of tongue breaks in from filler closure. Then this, as a while of both the initiator and the filler closer, maintain the body of the tongue, move it down, raising the pressure of the air in front of part of the mouth. In this, then after that, and this tongue tip lowered, so that air runs into the mouth, and then the last is in here, tongue tipped up to form from front closer. The person here backs of tongue pressure, and then after that, in this, and in this, and in this. Yeah, I think that's all from me about the topic Velaric meditation.
So, that's our explanation to us about the three topics. There is pulmonic limitations,
Glottatic, and then
Velaric limitations. We hope that what we explained that become a new knowledge for you guys, and thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.